Hi everyone, welcome to Dave's Bonsai. On today's episode, the Postal Service was very kind to me today. Welcome to Bonsai Acres. Welcome everyone into the plant room on a very balmy, I get to say again, winter's day, February the 27th, and we've had 3 or 4 50-degree highs in a row. We were at 55, I think, yesterday. Sunshine, warmth. The passive solar green frame's been getting up into the 70 range before it circulates air and then cools it off. So things are starting to wake up there. I got some things in the mail that I can't wait to show you. Now, I wasn't sure what this was. I couldn't remember from that part of the country, the last name. Who is this from? Oh, and then I opened it up and I said, okay, we're gonna open that up with the camera. And then this, I'm like, okay, now who's sending me something from Massachusetts? I was going crazy. So I opened this one up too. So it's not a complete opening on camera because I kind of know what's inside, but I still want to show you. The community of bonsai people continues to amaze me. And so in this box right here, I've got a handy dandy handwritten note, y'all. This is great. Not an email, not a text, but a handwritten note with a gift. And here it is. Dave, thank you for all you share of bonsai and yourself. It is much appreciated. I would be grateful for a full and honest review of the rock pot. On YouTube is fine, so we'll have to review this. This is part 1. Good critiques can help us improve our skills. What a great attitude, right? You have to have a thick skin in bonsai because you're going to have a whole bunch of opinions, right? You line up a pot with a tree, or I should say you line up 5 or 10 people looking at a pot in a tree, and you're going to get 5 to 10 different opinions, right? So you have to be able to take that and bring it back to your studio and do what you do with your trees, right? 2 things that he's noticed about the trees. So we'll talk about that in a moment, or the pots rather. I'm so excited I can't even speak tonight. So Scott Buchanan on my trip over in Massachusetts showed me when I was there something he was working on. And here it is. This is one of his new creations. He's doing stone bonsai pots. Let's flip it this way and show you. There you go. Look at all the drainage holes, a couple of wire screens in there. And then we've got a number on the bottom. Oh, what is that all about? Okay. NSB. Well, I know Scott Buchanan. Oh, there we go. He's got a different name that he goes by. I didn't know it. Should we share it all? Norman. I didn't know that. NSB. So I met Norman as Scott Buchanan, so he goes by Scott. And 24. This was made in 2024. So there's the drill holes. We got about 1 to 2 inches, 1.5, 2 inches depth here. And this could be the front. Maybe this could be the front. Pretty cool. And it's got some carving in here, so there's kind of some homemade feet on here, so there's not fake ones put on there, so it sits off of the surface by just a little bit. That could be the front. That could be the front. Pretty darn cool. I wonder what Scott envisioned the front of this one would be. So there we go. Front. Front. I kind of like that one. Very, very cool. So I'm not sure how he's making these, how he's carving these out. Let's see what he says as something he's noticed so far inside the rock pots. So rock, being a natural material with inherent fractures, could be damaged with the freeze-thaw cycle of winter. So if I'm going to put a tree in here, I'm probably going to keep this in the PSGF or my cold frames and not let it go in and out with the freeze-thaw stuff, right? So we'd have to be careful with that. That's a good point. So if anybody has experience with rocks, put it in the comments, rock pots, if they might break or not. My wife got me this one a while back, and it's never been outside for the winter, but this is a rock pot that was hollowed out, and there's one drain hole, 2 drain holes on the bottom. I got a couple of PAs in there right now, so that's been a pretty fun pot a little less traditional bonsai like. This has that flat look and a little bit more traditional bonsai feel. I love this. I don't know what I'm going to put in this, but I can't wait to experiment. So be careful with rock pots. You know, we might get that freeze thaw and any kind of porous substance or any cracks in here where water can go in, and then it freezes and expands. We could crack the rock and break the pot. So we often talk in Minnesota with the Minnesota Bonsai Society about having Minnesota hardy pots. Because when we get into the freeze of winter, if we're going to have things freeze thaw, some of the cheaper pots are just going to break over time, and that's not really good. Maybe good to start your trees and train them in, but then you want a really high-fired pot to make sure it's not going to crack over the winters and thaws and all that. So yeah, I'll probably keep this in the cold frame, take really good care of this beautiful gift from Scott. Thank you so much, Scott. Have I said that yet? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Number 2, another issue, a question. An observation: the pot being heavier than a traditional clay plastic pot will hold heat more than others. So in my Paso Solar green frame, I made cement pillars, and anytime you have rock like underground for me, that's thermal mass and it holds on to heat. Will that be damaging to the roots of the tree? So this could hold up on a hot summer day, hold up the heat, and then keep it there for hours, even into the evening, which could be good in the spring and fall, but maybe not so much in the middle of winter or middle of summer, right? I think I lost a larch due to this last summer. Looking forward to the Bonsai Expo this July. Awesome, awesome, Scott. Thank you so much, Scott. So a couple of things to consider, and he wants an honest critique of what I think and how it's going to work. Well, here's my honest critique. I think it's stunning because it's natural. It's artwork, but yet it's natural, and it's his art. Where he found this rock in whatever shape it was before he did some smoothing out here and carving this. What a beautiful bonsai pot. I am so privileged and feel so honored to have this in my collection. I can't thank you enough. I love the jagged edge over here. They got a smooth section over here. I love this right here. When you're climbing on rocks and you're walking through rock structures, bouldering, and there's all these different shapes and you climb up and jump on things. I love this little dip down in here. You can pick up the pot that way, super nice. And it's really not as heavy as I expected after thinking, reading that note. It's like, well, but it's heavy, heavier than a typical pot this size for sure. But again, careful of that heat and any cracks or any porous parts of the pot that could expand and contract. So stunning. And he was gracious enough to give this one to me. What a gift. Now, I have some good news about this pot. Well, the good news is it's my pot. But the good news about these pots, plural, is that Scott's making one or has already made one that's going to be given away at the Expo, July 26th, 2025. The Bonsai on YouTube. It's live. It's going to be streaming for, 4, 5, 6 hours. Still haven't honed it in yet and exactly how long. It depends upon how much all of you help me out. We're going to be talking with Scott on the show if he's available. And if he can't be there that day, we're going to interview him and talk about this process. And he's going to give one of these pots away to someone that's watching the show. So that's going to be super exciting to have someone have this from Massachusetts, from Scott and his bonsai journey. So I think it's stunning. I think it's going to be phenomenal to put a tree in here. I don't know what I'll put in here, but that'll be the fun part. I know I have it, and I'll find something there. So this is great. We'll talk more about Scott and the pot and all that kind of expo stuff as we continue on this year with episodes. But know that one of these type of pots are going to be given away in the expo. And if you want to be a part of the expo, again, as another reminder, please email me. I've had some emails now come in, and if you want to if you're a YouTube content creator that we've talked before and we've experienced a couple of back and forth comments and you want to be a part of the show, email me, okay? bonsaiacres@gmail.com. bonsaiacres@gmail.com. Make a 5 or 10 minute video and I'll tell you the parameters and what I'm thinking about for that 5 or 10 minute video. And or if you just want to make a really cool video that you want to debut on that 26th of July, fantastic. I just want to keep them, hopefully under 10 minutes. If it's 11 or 12 and it's super cool, we're probably going to air it, right? So let me know. And then if you want to do some viewer pick stuff, make sure you send me a picture of your favorite tree. And if you don't have a good picture, this dawned on me the other day, if you don't have a good picture of your tree, Well, take it when it blooms out this spring, right? We're coming up on spring and summer, and when it flushes out, then take that really pretty picture. If it flowers, if it's one of those kind of trees, by all means, get some great spring and summer pictures and then get it to me early July. As early as possible in July is great. Again, connect with me at bonsaiacres@gmail.com and we can get those photographs and tell me the age, the kind of tree it is, where you're from, first and last name so I can share some information, and your YouTube channel if I'm not watching yet. There's some new ones I've discovered in the last couple of weeks for sure, or last month or so. Our next gift today, in the mail. Awesome, this small box. I'm like, who is this from? What is this gonna be? And well, then I figured it out. So let's open this up. This comes from our friend at Budget Bonsai. So Rack has sent me a care package from Budget Bonsai. So there we go, some art. He's an artist, and so I don't know if this is his. It is, look at that. That is a postcard of some of his art, and that is the blue coffee mug. And then that's from Rack. Rack, is that Rack Cross? Yeah, Rack Cross Studio. Life is art. So that is fantastic. I got some artwork from Rack. Oh, and it's a note on the back as I'm looking at this. Dave, great chat this morning. We had a little chat, a little live streaming chat that we did. Thank you for including me in the YouTube Bonsai Expo 2025, which you, my friend, are going to rock. I couldn't resist, everybody. I just couldn't resist. Rack, I'm gonna rock it with Scott's pots and your stuff to share as well. Looking forward to our collab. We have a collaboration we're working on, Rack from Budget Bonsai. Not gonna tell you information right now. This is a teaser. Let's see what we got in Rack's gift. Budget Bonsai, he's loving the stickers. Look at that, he's got that on a little note card here. We can take notes on trees. So when we work on a collab together and we work on a possible tree, I'm gonna maybe take some ferocious notes on there. I got a little 6-pack or a 3-pack of these from Nigel this past summer on the road trip, and I don't have a bottle that I can screw this on yet. I'm gonna have to go buy myself some water or soda that's in a really nice, sturdier container so I can squirt. It has really fine holes in here so you can really water your trees real nice without disturbing the soil a lot. So I can't wait to try that. Thank you so much for that, Rack. And look at this pile of fun. We've got stickers galore. I'll have to spread these out and make a little shot here so you can see them all. We've got this, looks like some kind of a pleco fish. I know he's a fish tank guy. Not really pleco, but more like a catfish looking thing, I'm not sure. The Budget Bonsai sticker. He has a live stream of birds in his backyard. You guys check out Budget Bonsai and see his other YouTube channels. You gotta check that out. Here's another Budget Bonsai sticker. What do we got here? Oh my gosh, there we go, that's some more artwork. Rack Cross Studio. This looks like a dragonfly, and it looks like there's a hook on it. So this is like a piece of something you'd be fly fishing with, or yeah, throwing a line out there trying to catch a fish. And then Pond Life is a YouTube channel that he was a part of. I think Pond Life still has videos up there on the World Wide Web. And then we have Kingsport Birding Trail Facebook group. That must be something he's a part of. Thank you for that sticker. And this looks like a really cool rainbow trout type sticker. Now I'm assuming, yeah, Rack Cross Studios, these were created by Rack. He's an artist. I love that. Stickers. Maybe we can give away a pile of stickers for some people too, people who tune into the Expo 2025. That would be fantastic. But there's more. Rack, what are you doing here? Oh, goodness gracious. He told me about these. All right, there you go. This looks like what we call a pinch pot in the art world, right? Ceramic world. Look at all the little tiny holes in there, a little pinch pot with a couple of little holes right there. That's very cool. I'm gonna have to put something little in there. I wonder if no, that's too big already. Oh my goodness. Oh, I've seen these before too. I actually have one of these from something. Look at this little easel. Let's see. Oh, I'm losing some lights in here. Rack, what do you got here? This looks like a mini piece of canvas with some of his artwork on here. Oh my goodness, look at that. 3x3 acrylic canvas panel. That's very cool. When you display your trees, you could maybe use this as part of a display. Oh, here's another fish. Oh, we almost lost that fish. Some more polka dots and lots of color there. Fantastic. All right. Oh, there's another. Oh, my stickers. Fly around, find trout. Yeah, must be a trout fisher person. That's what those are, trout of some sort. So Fly, Rock Cross Studios. Oh, I got to check more about this. Man, this is fantastic. And Rack Cross Studio. There you go. He's in Tennessee. Have a great day. There he is. Budget Bonsai himself right there. Rack Cross Studios. Fantastic. But there's more. There's more. What is going on? Oh, another. Oh, look at this one, everybody. Look at this little pot. That is really, really cool. Look at that artwork right there and see inside there. We put some bonsai soil in there. We won't even see all that artwork, but it kind of spills over to the lip there. Pretty darn cool. Got the holes on the bottom. We've got a couple of holes on the sides there so the water can drain out because there's not really feet on there, but there's holes right there and there, so that's kind of big feet. Look at that. So that is fantastic. And finally, the box is empty. Are you kidding me, Rack? You're spoiling me, my man. We're gonna have some fun. So Budget Bonsai, Mr. Rack Cross, the artist, has something that he and I are going to collab on, and we're going to have it a part of the expo. So stay tuned for more information on that, and you all might be able to take part in some way, shape, or form. So when we get all the details going, we'll let you know more about it. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, Rack. It's been great talking to you. He's helped me figure out some of the bugs on the streaming service I've been using. And so we're going to make it as clean and as neat as possible. So thank you so much. Thanks again to Scott. Little gifts on a Thursday coming home from work. Surprise, surprise. Didn't know I was getting them today. Forgot about them kind of in the back of my head. And this is fantastic. So we've got some really fun things to be working with here. Thank you, thank you. All right, that's going to do it from down here in the plant room right now. Take care of you. Take care of your bonsai. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Welcome to Bonsai Acres.